Hi, yes, my name's Dean Newbold. I'm the Director of Player Development for Gloucestershire Golf Union. So we are the governing body for male golf within the county of Gloucestershire. We have approximately 19,000 members, but my role specifically in terms of player development is to try and develop a pipeline of talent to reach the very top of the amateur game in golf, and if they go on beyond that, even better in the professional world. So we've been working with Victus for a couple of years now. S&C has developed greatly in golf over probably the past 10 years. I think Tiger Woods was the person who made that boom when he started taking the sport very professionally. It's stereotypically not a sport that requires extensive gym work, but that is changing. It's not a rugby or a rowing where extensive gym work is going to have almost instant impact. But we decided to work with Victus due to their experience in the field, working with high-level athletes, and I think they really understood our place in the market as an amateur body of players of all ages and varying abilities on the performance scale. So we were really impressed by them in terms of how they approached us, the plan they had in place, which is what we thought we wanted to do, and they confirmed that. But we're really pleased to be working with them, and in a short space of time, we've seen significant impact on our players' general well-being, but also physical strength for the sport of golf. So, to be honest, prior to working with Victus, we tried multiple different methods to integrate S&C into our program with mixed success. We're not a typical sports team who train a couple of times a week and play on a weekend. We have obviously a very defined off season, and then the summer is our in season. So we typically see players roughly once a month in person across the year. So we want to work with Victus to understand what the best course of action would be, and actually it was taking it back to basics. And I think one thing the guys at Victus said to us when we were looking to work with them was that actually we needed to go right back to the start and get players to warm up properly. They didn't feel that we were achieving that in our current position. So actually, rather than trying to run a marathon before we can walk, we actually just focused on purely for a year to ensure that every time we had contact time with our players, whether it be a training or a competitive fixture, we made sure that they were physically warmed up. And that's not just swinging a golf club on the range. Of course, that's an important part of warming up, but actually it's not picking up a golf club. It's the stretching, it's the dynamic movement to enable to increase their blood flow, increase their range of movement, to then pick up a golf club. So we were really impressed by Victus's attitude that they weren't going to try and make us run that marathon before we could walk, and we've had a lot of success in the period that we've been trying to achieve that. Yeah, the short answer is absolutely yes. So we've been working with Victus for, I think, coming up to 2 years now. As I've mentioned in a couple of other responses, that we've seen almost instant success. It's a long-term project, this, for us. So we weren't expecting to be quite where we are as soon as we are, but we see that as a real positive. I think if anybody's thinking about working with Victus, what I would say is they get it. They've got a very high level of experience within multiple sports, but also they're not afraid to challenge those people in a similar position to me to actually try and push the staff and those delivering sessions to get the very most out of their athletes. So I think, in short, they're very highly qualified, very highly skilled, but also they just get it. They understand the market that we were in, and I'm sure they understand obviously different markets in professional sport and other amateur sports. Really appreciate, obviously, you guys working with us, and genuinely everything I've said is, you haven't paid me any money to say that. I've genuinely said it, so it's good. Really